If you're a junior developer right now, or even just starting out, you're probably wrestling with a big question. Are AI agents going to replace me before I even get a chance to grow in my career? It's a valid fear. And I hear it constantly from aspiring engineers. You see, the rapid advancements in AI, especially with these autonomous agents, can feel overwhelming. You might be wondering, if I can write code, debug, and even deploy, what's left for me to actually learn and contribute? It's easy to feel like the rug is being pulled out from under your feet, questioning if the fundamentals you're trying to master will even matter in a year or two. Let's be honest, the market is absolutely flooded with AI tools that automate chunks of the development process. From generating boilerplate code to squashing simple bugs, AI agents are incredibly efficient at repetitive, well-defined tasks. They can draft unit tests, create API endpoints, and even manage basic infrastructure configurations faster than any human. However, this isn't a simple equation where AI replaces human effort one for one. What AI struggles with, and frankly, often messes up, are tasks requiring genuine critical thinking, deep architectural understanding, nuanced problem solving, or innovative solutions. I've seen engineers make this mistake when they blindly copy AI-generated code, only to spend days debugging spaghetti slop that overcomplicates a simple feature, creating technical debt for the entire team. So here's the framework I want you to adopt. Think of AI agents as your ultimate 10x productivity co-pilot, not a substitute for your brain. Your career trajectory isn't about avoiding AI. It's about mastering how to direct it, evaluate its output, and intervene when it goes off course. Think of it like this. AI agents are incredible tools to help you construct a building, but without a solid grasp of the foundational blueprint. The core engineering principles. You're just moving bricks around, not truly building something robust or innovative. Understanding this fundamental blueprint is your superpower. This brings us to the organizational context. Understand this. Hiring managers aren't looking for developers who can simply prompt AI. They're looking for those who deeply understand the output and can fix it when it inevitably breaks in a real production environment. Teams need individuals who can critically assess AI suggestions, ensure code quality and maintainability, and collaborate effectively. None of which AI agents can truly do in an end-to-end, unsupervised way. Relying on AI without comprehension can actually hinder your growth, as it prevents you from building that crucial problem-solving muscle your future leads are counting on. My clear stance is this. AI agents are absolutely a 10x productivity playbook, but only for junior developers who commit to understanding the why behind the what. Do not use AI as a crutch to skip learning the fundamentals. Instead, leverage it to accelerate your learning, test hypotheses, and see how experienced engineers would approach problems. Your job security, and your future as an expert, depends on building that strong foundational blueprint. And there's one more piece of this that changes everything. Coming up next. If you've been wondering how to actually start using AI agents effectively without feeling like you're cheating yourself out of learning, or worse, becoming a spaghetti code factory, then this scene is for you. It's a really valid fear, this idea that AI could become a crutch, preventing junior developers from truly grasping core programming concepts. I hear this constantly from new engineers. How can I learn the fundamentals if AI is doing all the heavy lifting? It's a critical question, because relying on AI without understanding creates more problems for your team than it solves. So let's talk about what an AI agent actually is beyond the hype, and how you can architect them for real productivity gains. At its core, an AI agent isn't just a fancy chatbot. It's a piece of software designed to autonomously perform tasks by understanding context, planning steps, executing actions, and learning from feedback. Think of it as having four main components: a planning module, an execution engine, memory, and a set of tools it can use. Managers evaluating candidates right now are specifically looking for a disciplined approach to new technologies like this, not just blind adoption. Now, here's where the central analogy of this entire video series comes in: understanding the foundational blueprint for understanding and mastering AI agents. Picture an architectural blueprint for a house. You wouldn't just hand a builder a picture of a house and say, "Build this." You'd give them detailed plans for the foundation, framing, plumbing, and electrical. AI agents are no different. You need to understand their internal plans and components. I've seen junior engineers try to jump straight into complex agent setups without this understanding, resulting in overcomplicated or suboptimal code that needs expert correction, creating more work for senior devs and impacting project timelines. So what are the actual prerequisites for a junior dev looking to build and effectively use AI agents? First, a solid grasp of Python fundamentals is almost non-negotiable, as most agent frameworks are built on it. Second, an understanding of API interaction and data structures helps you integrate tools. Third, a disciplined approach to prompt engineering, knowing how to clearly instruct the agent. But most importantly, it's about developing critical thinking and problem-solving skills alongside AI, not letting AI solve for you. This isn't just about your resume. Team leads want to see you can debug complex issues and maintain code quality, not just generate it. My take? Don't view AI agents as a shortcut to skip learning. Instead, embrace them as a powerful tool that augments your ability to learn and deliver. If you approach them with discipline, your career leverage comes from understanding the how and why of these agents, not just the what. You should start by building simple, single-purpose agents to understand their blueprint. Then, gradually add complexity. And there's one more piece of this that changes everything. Coming up next. Okay, so we've established the foundational blueprint for understanding AI agents and their components. But if you're a junior developer, you might still be sitting there thinking, this all sounds cool, but what does it mean for my day-to-day? Am I just going to be reviewing AI's spaghetti code all day, hindering my own learning, or worse, becoming redundant? That's a valid concern, and I hear this constantly from early career engineers. The reality is, AI agents aren't just about automating code generation. They are fundamentally reshaping the entire fabric of how development teams collaborate, communicate, and measure productivity. It's less about replacing you at the keyboard and more about augmenting the entire team's capabilities, pushing the value chain upstream. The real shift isn't just what gets coded, but how the entire project moves forward. From where I stand, having worked with teams integrating these tools, the industry is quickly moving past the simple AI writes code narrative. We're now seeing a focus on AI agents as orchestrators of tasks, handling boilerplate, automating testing flows, triaging bugs, and even drafting documentation. This changes your role from solely being a code contributor to also being a critical thinker who understands the foundational blueprint of how these agents operate, guiding them, and integrating their output effectively into complex systems. Picture a junior developer who blindly copies AI-generated code without understanding the underlying principles. That's a fast track to spaghetti code indeed. But picture another who uses an agent to quickly scaffold a microservice, then meticulously reviews, optimizes, and critically debugs its output. That's a 10x developer in the making. Your job shifts to defining the problem precisely, evaluating the agent's solution critically, and then integrating it seamlessly. This isn't just about your personal efficiency. Engineering leaders evaluating team performance are starting to measure velocity not just by lines of code, but by the strategic impact of AI-assisted outputs, requiring junior talent to show judgment and architectural awareness, not just syntax recall. So the framework here is simple. See AI agents as your digital apprentices. They can handle repetitive tasks and generate initial drafts. But the critical oversight, strategic direction, and nuanced problem-solving still lie with you. Your value isn't in competing with their speed, but in harnessing their power with your intellect. This means prioritizing critical thinking, architectural understanding, and becoming an expert agent whisperer who can guide and debug their output. This approach is what allows you to become an indispensable part of any high-performing engineering organization. And there's one more piece of this that changes everything, coming up next. Many of you are probably feeling that tension right now, that nagging question. How do I actually use AI agents to boost my career without becoming just a prompt engineer, or worse, making myself redundant? I hear this constantly from junior developers who are rightly concerned about fundamental learning. You're worried about missing out on the deep understanding, the mental models that truly make you an expert. And you're right to be cautious. Simply delegating everything to an AI won't build your skills. So let's talk about turning that fear into a powerful playbook for 10x productivity by 2026. The truth is, the market isn't looking for developers who can type faster or generate more lines of code. It's looking for problem solvers who can orchestrate complex solutions efficiently. This is where AI agents become a superpower, not a replacement. Instead of seeing them as a magical black box, Think of them as an extension of your own critical thinking. The shift isn't about if you use AI, but how you integrate it into your workflow to solve business problems faster and more reliably. To build your own 10x productivity playbook, you need a foundational blueprint. Start by identifying repetitive, low cognitive load tasks in your daily work. Things like writing boilerplate, generating test cases, or automating basic refactors. Don't throw the hardest problem at it first. Begin with small, self-contained tasks where you can easily verify the agent's output. For example, picture a developer 5 years into their career who excels not because they're the fastest coder, but because they've built a suite of custom agents to automate their setup, testing, and even initial documentation drafts, freeing them up for truly complex architectural decisions and deep dive debugging. This isn't just about making your own job easier, it's about making yourself indispensable to your team and future hiring managers. When you demonstrate the ability to leverage AI agents to streamline your contributions, you're sending a clear signal. You're not just a coder, you're an efficiency architect. Managers evaluating candidates right now are specifically looking for this signal of forward-thinking problem solving. This kind of disciplined AI integration directly impacts team velocity, project timelines, and ultimately, the business's bottom line. So my take? This isn't a threat. It's the biggest opportunity for junior developers to accelerate their careers in the next 3 years. Focus on using AI agents to learn, validate, and optimize, not to bypass understanding. This approach directly combats the spaghetti slop code problem as you become the critical evaluator and the architect. And there's one more piece of this that changes everything, coming up next. So you've started playing with AI agents. Maybe you've even followed the playbook from our last scene. But a crucial question lingers. How do you know it's actually making you a 10x developer? How do you prove it's not just a fancy new toy? Or worse, generating more work for others to fix? You're probably thinking, is this effort truly worth it for my career long term? Or am I just building spaghetti slop code that ultimately hinders my fundamental learning? I hear this constantly from junior and mid-level engineers, worried about investing time into something without clear, measurable gains. No. The honest truth is, adoption alone isn't success. In the real world, organizations don't reward tool usage. They reward impact. Managers evaluating candidates right now aren't just looking for AI experience. They're scrutinizing your ability to drive tangible improvements. Your career growth hinges on demonstrating measurable value. This means moving beyond, I used an AI agent, to, my AI agent reduced our build cycle time by X%. Or, it decreased bug reopen rates on feature Y. Without that clarity, it's hard for anyone, especially your team lead or a hiring manager, to quantify your contribution. And that concern about AI potentially hindering your learning? It's valid, but only if you aren't critically evaluating its output, which measurement forces you to do. To truly leverage AI agents for your career, you need a foundational blueprint for understanding and mastering the topic. This blueprint extends to how you measure success. Think about it in terms of 4 key metrics. First, efficiency gains. Did the AI agent reduce manual tasks, cycle time, or deployment frequency? Second, quality improvement. Did it lower defect rates, improve code readability, or reduce technical debt? Third, developer experience. Did it free up time for more complex, creative problem solving? And fourth, business impact. Did it directly contribute to faster feature delivery or higher customer satisfaction? Picture a junior developer 5 years into their career who consistently tracks these metrics for their AI-augmented work. They're not just writing code, they're demonstrating strategic value. They can walk into a performance review or a job interview armed with data, not just anecdotes, showcasing how they transformed a bottleneck into a pipeline. This isn't just about personal pride. It's an invisible bridge to your next promotion or job offer. When you can speak quantitatively about the impact of your AI agent implementation, you're not just showing technical skill, you're demonstrating business acumen. Managers and senior leadership aren't just looking for people who can use new tech. They're desperately seeking team members who can prove its value, especially when it comes to resource allocation and scaling efforts. Someone who can say, I optimized this process and here are the numbers to prove it, stands out dramatically in an interview loop compared to someone who just says, I used a new tool. So my clear recommendation for you, especially as a junior developer navigating this evolving landscape, is to treat every AI agent implementation as a mini project with its own ROI. Don't just deploy and forget. If you're using AI agents as a shortcut without understanding the why or measuring the what, you risk becoming a button pusher, not an expert. But if you commit to measuring the concrete impact on efficiency, quality, and your own learning, you transform a potential threat into your most powerful 10x productivity playbook. This approach ensures you're building a robust mental model for how tech impacts the business, which is what truly defines a senior engineer. Thank you for trusting me with this crucial question about AI and your career. If this helped clarify your thinking, please do me a favor and like this video. It helps us know what content resonates most with you. And I'm really curious, what's the career decision you're wrestling with right now in this rapidly changing tech world? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more honest, real-world career guidance. You can find the full playbook for implementing AI agents with all the resources mentioned linked in the description.